Today we are going to discuss something important. So yesterday we all know that we had budget news for February month, and the budget actually made market to fall. So you could clearly see here Feb month. This was the top 460 and this was the bottom support 550. Okay, so mm to be honest, the budget is hitting the FNO market very hard. Okay, so now let's discuss today's open. So we are option sellers, right? So I'm just going to brush off um, l- all the things today what happened. Okay, so this is the market, this was the resistance, and this was the support. I am just trying to find where I could write it. So yeah, unfortunately I couldn't write it, so it's okay, fine. I'll try to explain as it is. So open, you could see here 800. Okay, so when you place the cursor here for 9:15 a.m., 800 was the open. So 800 was the open, and then you could clearly see. Let me pick the EpiPen. This should do. Okay, fine. Now let me just keep this aside. Okay, now let's just discuss. So 800 is the open. Okay, so let me change the color. Maybe. Okay, so let's see if I could. Okay, so it's still white. Let me take black. Okay, that would do. Okay, so here is the 800. This is our open ATM. Okay, now let's see here. This becomes the OTM for today, and then this is pre-expiry. Let me write it. So this is pre-expiry. So tomorrow, the third, is going to be the expiry. Okay, let me change the color. Now this becomes the ITM. Okay, for put and call respectively. Okay, so you could see the market, it was trending up, so that means we have a weak resistance and a strong support. Okay, so under this condition you could see the positive decay for the support, negative in the item, and positive in the OTM. Since today we could see the IV has increased, and we also have news, the premiums are usually high. Okay, so the decay melt here is also pretty good here. You could observe here. Okay, now let's move on for the bank nifty. Okay, so I would just close this. Okay, so we'll move on to bank nifty PNF. Okay, so here is the bank nifty. Since FNO had a very big hit, you could see the fall here. So let me just get the EpiPen. Okay, let me delete it. Fine. So now you could, I'll choose different color. So you could see the fall here. This fall is because the FNO market had a very big news for the budget. Okay, let's just delete it. Okay, we'll move on to BNF. So here is the bank nifty data, and for second you see open is 58,200. Okay, we'll go to 58,200. Let me fetch the data for you. 58,200. Okay, this is the open ATM. Okay, so pretty simple. If this is the open, assume this is the OTM and this is the ITM. So from here you could clearly see the support is strong and resistance is weak. Okay, so now you could see it's positive for support, that is put, negative in the ITM or pretty much unsure, and positive in the OTM, and the decay is also pretty much high, because I told you the reason. Whenever market has the news, the premium will have the benefits, so the decay will be max and it will benefit the sellers. Okay, moving on to the price action. Let's just open a new tab. Okay, so here first one we are going to check for Nifty. Okay, so this is Nifty's chart, and then as usual you could see for February month nothing much. I'll move on to 1 hour chart to analyze the Jan month as well. Okay, so January, you could clearly see here January, it is downtrend and it's trying to do a reversal here. Let's check the support. So where it currently lies. Okay, so now you could clearly see it is at the September month's support. So all this stop loss has already been hunt, and good to see that it is at least at the September month support. When you move on to Bank Nifty here, Bank Nifty is pretty much good, standing at its November month support. Okay, so Bank Nifty is steady, and when you check the others, so this is Mid Cap Nifty. Mid Cap Nifty is also currently standing at its October month support, and the last is Fin Nifty. Fin Nifty is also standing at its October month support. When you check for stocks, Reliance is currently at its October month support, so even down lesser than October month support. HDFC Bank is worse because it has moved down to almost May month support or even April month 22. So you could clearly see how price action is being very worse for HDFC Bank, while ICICI Bank has been very indecisive, but it is taking support at its 2026 Jan month. Okay. Moving on further, we need to check the data with the NSE Nifty Trader website. So here we will try to understand the OTM. So this is basically the OTM 13 versus 6. So you could clearly see the call writing is pretty much stronger, and the market is going to be sideways between 800 to 200 for Nifty. And for Bank Nifty, it's 60 and 78. Bank Nifty is showing a sideways where every 500 count there is equal build up. When you check for Fin Nifty, the build up is pretty much very low. As an OI, that should be a little bit higher. Mid Cap Nifty is doing great, 10 versus 17, where support is strong, so it is suggesting that market can go up. Okay, now let's just check for the trending OI. I don't know where the trending OI option is. Okay, we'll go to OI charts. Okay, so first off is Nifty, and this is today's data. You could clearly see straddle is at 50, 100 and 25,000. Okay, now when you check for Bank Nifty, every 500 count there is a straddle, but 59,000 is a very good straddle where the decay will be maximum. When you check for today, it will show the sideways option, and then you could clearly see 500 has the maximum resistance And when you check for Nifty, little bit of profit booking at 25,000, but straddle is at 100, and then you could clearly see a small support at 50. So that's it, guys. Thank you. So yeah, today's budget news, and a lot of SL has been into the play. Let me show you that. Okay, so here let me try to fetch 5 minutes. So you see, this was originally the resistance, right? So definitely a lot of SL would have gathered here and in the downtrend also. So let me draw a line in the support also. So this was the actual support and resistance, and for February month. And then you could see today people would have taken the buy straddle, that is long straddle and strangle, hoping that will have a wild move. But as I told you, the premiums were way too higher. IV was also pretty much good. IV, okay, I just missed the IV. IV was also good. So the sellers would have definitely been in the profit today because market didn't go anywhere. It was being sideways, and actually it was being inside February month's support and resistance. Okay, so that's it, guys. Thank you. Keep supporting my channel.